Busch, here we go. Oh boy, and around goes Ty Dillon.
A bunch of them. Christopher Bell, Blaney, Almirola's around.
Stacked up right, oh boy.
Both lanes too, all over the place. This takes me back to the rule that they've changed this rule. The restart, they've added length to the restart zone. And what does that do, Tony? It gives you a chance as a leader to do a different thing, to differentiate yourself and juke them out, if you will, of when you take off.
Into the bottom and didn't have any options.
Hurt them both, I agree.
Now here's what happened on the last lap. A.J. Allmendinger goes around. He gets pile driven by Ryan Preece. McDowell spins, Eric Jones, Brad. They were running 1-2. Here's a look at it.
Blew a tire. You heard Larry tell us 45 laps on them tires. Long ways to go. The only ones that stayed out. Blew a right rear tire right in front of the field.
They're trying to establish that track position. You got to go now.
I want to hear Tim Fido. Let's.
Whoa! He got turned by Chastain, and around they go.
Your brake.
Kyle Busch is around.
Josh Berry, Busher into the wall. Josh Berry, a lot of damage on the front of the 9. Aggression picking up. And as he did, I think his thought was right. Got on the right rear. I don't think it obviously wasn't intentional. And when he got to him with that head of steam, it got Kevin starting to get sideways. And by the time it was all said and done, now you're on his left rear, Tony, and where you really don't want to be. And look at the disaster.
All right, here's the Advent Health cam and radio in Ross Chastain's car.
No aggression. Hard into the wall. If you saw the left tire down, the way that car turned and spun out way early into the corner like that.
See all the rubber off the left rear? I don't know that there's I don't know that that's it, but they're definitely a flat left rear.
Well, it's more than flat. The axle, it looks like the axle shaft is broken.
Bell to the inside of Blaney. He'll try to take second away and sliding in and hitting the walls of 15. The 42's also involved. Another car here as well. That's the one of Ross Chastain.
Not so sure if everybody knew. See right there, the 42 into the 6, the 6 into the 1, turns the 1 sideways. And they all, big contact for Brad on that outside line.
And John Hunter Nemechek in that 42 car, that's the first time he's driven that car this year. So, you know, working with a new spotter, maybe. In
front of him, you know, he was in a 2380s.
And around he goes! Oh my gosh, caution is out, lap 81, and it's Kyle Larson.
Well, Austin Dillon. Oh, Chastain got in the back of him. Slid right up in front of him, right in his lap.
And just as Larson slid up the track last week at Talladega in front of Ryan Preece, well,
just have to stay aggressive, stay tight on the door of this 5.
Oh, around goes the 5. He slides it into the wall. He goes. The caution comes out.
Just get it rolling. Just get it rolling. You're fine.
No air on the 5 as he was going through turn 1, and around he went.
To the bottom of the racetrack. The 5's loose right here. He's already loose, already trying to save his car. Trying not to get into Bubby's, trying not to wreck the 23.
Oh, big crash on the front straightaway.
And a lot of cars collected. The 12 of Ryan Blaney's involved. The 38.
A.J. Allmendinger as well. Big damage to the 16 car.
Big shove by Larson.
And around goes the 3. Crash in turn 3.
That fast. Unbelievable.
And that will decimate roughly half the remaining field. Christopher Bell drops in, and Dillon may have got a shot from William Byron. Maybe not. Not sure from that angle, but up he went and down he came.
Dillon got in the back of Busch and had to check up. When he did, it stacked William and everybody up behind him. They turned him. Rest is history. That's just a product of it. It's go time. Green, white, checkered. You knew that was about to happen.
Next flag ends the race.
Out
Oh, big push.
Blaney
Turns him.
Around goes
Oh, into Keselowski. Around. Oh, another hard shot. Allmendinger
himself into a position to win right here on the bottom.
I don't know if he intentionally put himself there. I don't know if we're going to call it that, but we've always said it in motorsports from day one. Sometimes you got to be lucky, better lucky than good, you know.
Well, that's so frustrating for Denny, and he'll have to go back to work. Oh, crash!
Into the wall hard. And Austin Dillon for the second time around in turn one, this time a hard contact.
Yeah,
that wall and fire under the hood.
It was a hard lick. Into the 45 of Reddick.
I'd like to get another look at that. It almost looked like Austin didn't know he was there, but
right,
that was just a first glance at.
Back to the restart zone. Again, race leader Martin Truex Jr. First into the gas. Door to
contact!
The 6 falling back quickly.
Big crash back here.
Here comes Blaney around. Kyle Busch going in. Will they miss the wall? A close call there. Blaney may have gotten into he did hard into the inside wall.
A whole lot worse. You know, the car not being able to accelerate.
Watch this. The angle of impact is what is bad about that wreck right there. Not glancing below. It does not have near the G-forces, but when it's head on like that, it is.
I didn't get by. Oh, trouble front straightaway. Hard in the wall goes Hamlin. Chase Elliott.
Self-explanatory.
Well,
you never know. No, as hard as he hit, you know, you start bending them toe links and things like that, could throw these cars around. He lift out of the gas. That means his car is heading up the racetrack. Come up. That's a retaliation.
Which isn't a great move when you're trying to gain points and get yourself back in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he got squeezed in the wall pretty hard. There's a lot of frustration there on both.
Blaney, Harvick, they spin behind him. It's going to be Blaney. Blaney gets the win at Talladega.
He gets up the racetrack and just gets a little clip in the left rear quarter panel.
Well, good. You got the help.
Larson tried to go to the middle. Oh, he got turned.
Larson Pastrana in the fence. We are still green. No, the caution is out.
That gets the 5 in trouble. Here comes the energy. Bell filled that void, gives him a big shot. 5 gets turned around. Look, right there. He's in front of him and wins this great American race. Had the 5 stayed in front of him, the 5's going to be the one when I think back of this race, he's going to be coulda, woulda, should've. Oh, so close.
Stenhouse won here in July 2017.
The 10 car back in the back of the 67 car, and you got to do it. I mean, you know, Travis doesn't.
Oh, we got wreck in the back.
Got a big crash.
They're sliding behind as it went across the start-finish line. The caution has come out. Keselowski's involved in it. You see him hit the inside wall.
Here through the tri-oval, and it just turns that 42 sideways. Oh man, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but hard hit for the.
To push someone in the tri-oval. The car that you're pushing is very light. It's not planted in the ground. Look at that. Good thing those flaps got up in there and got the car back down.
More than half.
Oh, there it is, Chastain.
Push comes to shove, and Gregson's in the wall.
Larson's around.
And Larson up the racetrack in traffic, and he collects Preece.
Hard hit.
Good grief.
Saw that. Didn't even get a chance to really make much of it.
Well, just had a little too much movement when he got pushed, and it unfortunately got him into the outside and opened that door. That is a huge hit.
Christopher Bell, the 20 car on the outside, Rick.
Yeah, the back end. Oh, into the wall hard goes Ryan Blaney off the nose of Ty Gibbs, and the big one happens behind him.
And it brought so many people into it. Look at all these cars.
It's hard to tell right there that there's like a little bit of a kind of a move where the car looks like it's getting uncomfortable and out of control. Massive.
Huge hit.
Massive
Ryan
hit.
Blaney.
You saw that wall. That wall deflected, did a great job.
Gap between them.
These wrecks always seem to start in the front, and then it just collects everybody behind them.
3 Fords have separated themselves. A big push coming now for Harvick.
Oh,
and around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield.
Lifted that car, but it was just traveling so fast.
It happened right when it got in the grass. As soon as it got in the grass, that's when it started to lift. And then this is just violent. I mean, look at this car. That is just amazing that something that weighs over 3,500 pounds get in the air like that.
It looks like a toy car flying through the air. But as you mentioned, Jeff, 3,500 pounds. Such a violent accident for Ryan Preece. Thankfully lands on the wheels.
Gets inside that car. It's just wild how fast that car was sideways and in position to get airborne.
Terrifying. You know?